Welcome to Cards on Blast. Now, here's your hosts, JT and the Bird.
Welcome into Cards on Blast, episode number 12. You are hanging with your guys, JT, that guy right there, the Bird. What's going on, Bird? Welcome back, my friend.
What's cracking, JT? I'm so excited to be here this Monday, doing our dozens, getting it dirty, talking about rookies. Let's go.
The dirty dozen, if you would. Today we're getting into some rookies, man. That's a good call. Rookie cards are exploding again. Why? Why not? And who's worth chasing? Of course, we'll get to some shout outs. We got a contest we're trying to wrap up here. We'll also get to our staple segments. We're going to crack that pack. We're going to show you what we got in our stack. I don't got anything weird to show you today, so that might have to wait till next week. But, we'll get into it. First things first, we always like to start you out with our hobby headlines.
And now, hobby headlines.
So PSA is hitting a grading surge with the likes of Jayden Daniels, Caitlin Clark, and Victor Wembanyama. The demand for PSA grading of sports trading cards, particularly those featuring the aforementioned Jayden Daniels, Caitlin Clark, Victor Wembanyama, is experiencing significant growth. This has resulted in higher grading volumes and extended turnaround times at PSA. What's new, Bird? What's new?
We're grading everything. Like, people are just grading to grade for the fun of it. I mean, there's so many different variations now of every card, like we've talked about on past episodes. Obviously, Jayden Daniels is still incredibly hot. Caitlin Clark can't miss, if you will. And Victor Wembanyama, despite the blood clots, is really still kind of the hottest commodity in the basketball world.
Absolutely. Yeah, Caitlin Clark, those cards. I mean, I got 2 base rookie cards of hers, and I can't find anything better, but that's still better than nothing when it comes to rookie cards. I'll definitely take a Caitlin rookie card any day of the week.
I love that the WNBA, by the way, is like full-blown brawling at this point in the middle of games.
Right.
Making it kind of exciting. I'm hearing a lot of chatter from particularly men that are going to the WNBA game because they're tired of the flopping in the NBA and the guys whining, complaining, and yep. So.
Yeah, I think it needs some fire. I think the WNBA needs this. It needs some fire. It needs something to kind of get in the skin. But I don't know if attacking Caitlin Clark, the gal that's making you all the money, getting you guys all the views, all the likes, all the eyeballs on your sport is probably the best way to go about it. But I have to say that, didn't Jordan do something similar? He was getting beat up all the time, man.
Oh, yeah. He was getting smacked around all over the place.
Right. Well, hey, the best for them. But they are clogging up our PSA time. So people, please stop submitting Caitlin Clark cards. Please. There's probably enough graded of those all around the world. I'm just joking with you.
I'll talk about some time limits later in another segment.
Gotcha.
About those PSA times.
Gotcha. A CJ Stroud Prism auto of 10 fetches a huge price, which I don't have the price for, but since we're talking about autos and of 10 of CJ Stroud, is he still a hot commodity out there? Kind of a down year last year, right?
I would like to see CJ come back this year a little bit stronger. I mean, he is in the AFC South, which is also where the Colts are, so I don't necessarily want to be that strong, but he did deal with an immense amount of injuries to his wide receivers, particularly last year, which may have contributed to his down year. I think he has a bounce back year with his guys being healthy. I think they just picked up another guy recently too.
Yeah. The talent's there, man. It's the talent doesn't just disappear. Something else definitely disappears.
And the division isn't all that strong.
Sucks.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we suck. Who you got? Jacksonville, basically to contend with right now, I would think. And that's not that's.
I think you're looking at an 8-8, 9-8 winner out of the division.
Which should not get a higher seed, I think. I think it should go by record. If a wild card team ends up having a higher seed than a division winner, they should get the home game. It seems only fair to me. Just my 2 cents. I don't think just because you're a division winner and you're 9-8, you should get a home game. Okay. I don't
particularly, I mean, if you were, 12-5 for the year, or 12-4, whatever.
It's not bad.
Yeah, that's you and the team's 8-8, or in this case now 8-9, right? Because we have 17 games.
Yeah.
I think the team that won 12 definitely deserves to be there and host a home game versus that team that's 8-8, 8-9, whatever.
For sure. They played better all year, and then they get kind of screwed. And I don't really find that fair. Maybe they'll change that one day. eBay trends, some rookie RC badge is dominating the transaction volume. Sports trading cards, including rookies with the RC badge, were the largest contributor to eBay's sales growth for the second straight quarter. So cards with that RC badge, the rookie card, those things are dominating the market. People are getting that stuff in early bird, but they're getting that stuff in early. And even, it's not even like refractors and everything. People are grading base cards nowadays just because it's a rookie.
Yeah, they are. And the rookie classes are, pretty exciting. I have an interesting stat for you later regarding baseball rookies, though.
Okay.
That I think you'll find interesting. You don't even know this. It's not in our notes. I did this on my own on the outside. I plan to share with you a little bit later. Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, that RC badge, when did that start, man? When did that come out? I can't even pinpoint when they started that RC badge stuff, but I kind of like it. Makes it very easy to spot a rookie. I mean, you could thumb through a whole deck just looking, hey, I'm just looking for my rookies. You're just looking for that badge right there. So, but those are dominating the trading card, including the grading market as well. Fanatics Fest still going on. I think it's like a week event, isn't it? It's pretty long.
It's 4 or 5 days, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's still going on as we speak. By the time this comes out, might be done with. But just some highlights from what had happened out at Fanatics. Jayden Daniels card. I guess the Commanders owner, Josh Harris, bought a 2024 Panini Prism Black Finite. It's a BGS rated 9.5 rookie card of Jayden Daniels for $500,000 and a signed jersey to be displayed at the Commanders Stadium. So I guess that's pretty cool. That's your owner kind of investing in his quarterback.
Yeah, I actually watched the live video of it on replay, if you will, because it was up on stage. Jayden Daniels was on stage with the owner of the Commanders. They called out to the crowd and said, "Who's got the best Jayden Daniels card?" And this guy put his hand up. He's like, "Right here, man, right here." And they're
confidently,
like, "What you got?" And he told them about the card that you just named off there.
Wow.
And they asked him, "What do you think it's worth?" He's like, $2 million. They're like, "Okay, what is it really worth?" He's like, "Well, Skeens' rookie like this came at $250, no big deal, without grading." He's like, "So I think it's going to be, $1 million bucks."
He was shooting for the stars, man.
He was shooting for it. He goes, He's going to get MVP. He's going to be the Super Bowl champion, blah, blah, blah. He was trying to sell it. He was selling the hell out of it. He was. Happen. And the owner's like, "Tell you what, I'll give you $500,000 right now and a signed Jayden Daniels jersey. What do you say?" The guy
I would have took it too. Right away.
He's like, yep, let's do this.
Yep. We would have done the same thing. Me and you would have looked right at each other and said, "You're stupid if you don't take this freaking deal right now."
Oh, yeah, because Jayden could go out in preseason and break his leg in half, and then he's done forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, football, that's one of those things, too. You never know. They had some star power appearances by Tom Brady, LeBron James, Victor Wembanyama, who I saw him out there playing chess with the people and bidding on some cards himself. Jayden Daniels, of course. Joe Montana was out there, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Kevin Hart, and much more. But that's just kind of the top tier star power that was out there.
I'm surprised people could see Kevin Hart there with all the tall people just lost in the crowd. Like, so they're going, "Hey, I'm over here, Kevin Hart."
Ouch, man. Ouch. He is pretty small, though.
He's a little dude.
Yeah. I mean, we were at the A's game not too long ago. Jose Altuve was out there. We were like 5 rows up, and that dude is tiny, bro.
Right? We had to look it up. He's only 5'6".
Tiny. I was like, oh my God. And this guy is a professional. That's what I love about baseball.
That's why he hits
big person.
That's why he hits so many home runs. His strike zone is tiny. You have to pitch to a little tiny zone.
You still got to muscle the ball out of the park, buddy.
I know, but he's only got to swing at a zone that's this big.
We're getting a little off topic here. Some epic moments that happened during that fan fest. LeBron and Wemby shared the stage. They played chess. I guess LeBron was out there playing chess too. I did not see that, but I did see Wemby.
Yeah.
And they filmed The Shop live with Tom Brady. Apparently, that's a show that they do.
The Shop is LeBron's podcast / mini series kind of thing.
So
it's like it's basically
a live recording of that.
They sit around in a barber shop and just talk sports and talk about historical things, and it's actually a pretty good show. It's pretty interesting.
I'm sure it's easy to get listeners.
Get a lot of professional athletes talking about
platform.
Yeah.
Looks like Jay-Z and LeBron swapped signed jerseys. WWE stars entered the theme music for SummerSlam kickoff. Cena, Orton, Ripley, Lynch, and others lit up the crowd. I know you're all that's pretty cool, actually. Baby Punk.
So like fan punks.
Yeah, it's a fan moment went viral. Baby Punk.
Okay.
We might have to look up what that is. We'll circle back to that maybe next episode. We both check that out. I'm kind of interested to see what that is. But if it's a fan moment that went viral, it's probably either hilarious or super entertaining. So I'm going to have to check that out. Some entertainment and activities. They had Harden versus Drewski in the Fanatics games. I remember we were talking about this Fanatics games. Yeah, there you go. You were right on the spot, buddy. They have James Harden and Drewski. I don't know if he's got a first name, but Drewski.
Drewski's a YouTuber.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. It looks like they did a card pack battle and some fan giveaways. So I guess people didn't walk out of there empty-handed. NFL's wide receiver Tyreek Hill, CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Adams joked with Keegan-Michael Key using Migos lyrics and a Key and Peele characters, apparently. That's probably hilarious. I need to go find
hopefully
that.
Mr. Garvey. Just butchering their names.
Jay Quellen? You mean Jacqueline?
Tyreek here? No, it's Tyreek, man.
Oh, man, I love that. Style in Motion, a panel featured Joe Burrow, Harden, Odell, and others rating athlete fashions in drip or slip. So they did like a fashion show and rated them. Okay. Sweet.
Yeah, a little drip and slip. All right.
I think
like
half
the
these
name.
guys
It's
dress
clever.
like morons these days anyway, dude. It's pretty bad these days. And I think they just won the finals. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He's one of the worst culprits because outfits are just.
I haven't tracked his outfits.
I guess when you got all that money, just wear whatever you want. Who's going to stop you, right?
Well, they probably get styled by stylists. You know what I mean? These guys give their clothes to say, hey, SG, let's go. Can you wear this to your next game? Free. And they get the free outfits and they're like, all right, cool. Let's do it.
It's just
kind of like going to the Oscars where they get the women get their evening gowns.
Look, I got Keegan Murray, man. He shows up in a freaking hoodie, sweatshirts or sweatpants, and flip-flops to every game. I don't care what you wear to the game.
Remember that David Stern put a rule in to make them all dress in suits for a while.
Well, yeah, that's the Allen Iverson effect right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that was dropped pretty quick once he was out of the building.
Yeah.
Some new releases this week. We only got one release here. 2024-25 Panini Select Basketball. Pretty high-end basketball cards there. Definitely like those Select, but man, they're expensive. About $40 a blaster box, I believe, for those. Same as the Prism.
There was one more thing that happened at Fanatics Fest that was
there?
Did I
skip something?
No, you didn't, but it may have happened after we created the notes for this. But this one guy, you might know him. His name's Kevin Durant. He was traded while on stage at Fanatics Fest. He found out while he was on stage.
That happened while he was there? You know what I heard?
Yeah.
I thought I heard that, but I wasn't quite.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the whole thing. So,
yep.
Wow.
He found out he was traded to the Rockets while on stage at Fanatics Fest. The girl that was interviewing broke the news right there on stage, and he was like,
"It's crazy that they don't like notify the players before they break the news out into the media these days. They just let it fly,
right.
Man. They don't even care anymore."
Yeah.
Well, I don't feel bad for the players. They make enough money. Anybody should never feel bad for these guys. But that is kind of messed up. somebody's got to uproot their whole life and they don't even know like what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Granted, he didn't want to be traded. Hey.
And he knew he was going to be traded somewhere. So
exactly.
And I think he was probably hoping for the Rockets, to be honest. I mean, why would you not want to go to a team that was as good as them?
Yeah. And I mean, they gave up Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green and a bunch of picks. I think it was maybe
but they're all second rounds.
Yeah, all second round picks, which is
Who cares about second round picks?
It's fine. That's what you use as ammo though in trades. That's what they do. They don't, it's very rarely that these teams actually make those picks. They use them as pawn chips, basically. So well, that's all the hobby headlines we got for you today. If you want to, go pick up some Panini Select 24-25. Let us know if you got any hits in there. We'll be glad to check that out. See if I can pull something good out of one of those. Maybe I'll try to rustle up one of those boxes, Bird. So we're going to get into Crack That Pack, but we got something new for you. Somebody's sponsoring Crack That Pack. So check this out. Crack That Pack is brought to you by Greedy Goats, the Solana meme coin that's gobbling up the market. These goats are legit. No rug pulls, just pure community vibes and big gains. Want to join the wildest herd in the blockchain game? Check the link in the description for Greedy Goats info and drop your Solana address in the comments to win free tokens. Don't snooze in the pasture. Grab your Greedy Goats and rock it to the moon.
Time to Crack That Pack, where we open a pack live.
I don't know about you, Bird, but this is my favorite part of the show. Yes, new arrivals coming in. We're cracking packs today, baby. I don't know what Bird's got stashed away, but I do. Nothing?
I definitely have something.
Oh,
definitely.
Okay. He's got something good.
I got this. This fresh from the streets of Merced. I bought this box, blaster box here.
So you must have stopped somewhere. You made a call to the wife, right?
Target in Merced, and
or was she with you?
She was with not for the first stop, but I got Series 2 that time, and I opened both of them because I'm impatient. But we also stopped on our way back home yesterday at a Target, and I may have picked up a Panini Prism draft pick box.
Draft pick box. So is that college?
It is.
Okay. Yeah, let's crack that pack, baby. You want to go first, or you want me to go first? Because today I am cracking. I got me a box of Revolution 24-25. This is where the kabooms lie, people. Now, pulling a kaboom out of a blaster, it probably won't happen.
Probably not. But hey, let's put it in the atmosphere.
Let's put it in the atmosphere. Maybe we'll get some good graces on the show. We've been having a good week on YouTube, but we have been putting in the work. So there you go. We got the Revolutions. We got Birds. Select. What is that? Wait. Select Prism U.
Prism draft picks.
Draft picks. Okay. They don't use the U. That's the Bowman that uses that. Okay, buddy.
Look for the ultra rare inserts, Black Color Blast, and on campus. Find 1 silver prism per box on average.
All right. Well,
so this comes with 6 packs per box. It ran $30 retail, 5 cards per pack. So, would you like to do the honors of giving me, let's say, 2 numbers?
2 numbers out of 6?
Yes.
We're gonna go with 3 and 5.
3 and 5. All right. 3 and number 5. All right. And they have Mr. JJ McCarthy on the front.
I don't know, man. I can't believe his cards are so valuable, right? The guy's never even stepped foot on the freaking NFL turf, but hey.
I mean, he technically stepped on it. And he got hurt right afterwards, but hopefully this is his comeback year.
Yeah, no, I'm rooting for the guy for sure.
All right, let's see what we get in these things. I have not looked at these before. Oh, they're very much like the NFL Prism cards, which is crazy to me that they
don't differ.
Product.
Yeah, they don't differ away from their designs, whether it's football, basketball. Like they literally keep the same design, and they just throw the players in there.
Let's see what we got. All right,
I feel like they're getting lazy with that.
Let's start here. We got Jalen McMillan is now a receiver for Tampa Bay, I believe, but it was his rookie card at Washington. Jalen Ford, Adrian Peterson when he played for Oklahoma, TD Terrell Davis. Okay, so this is not just rookies. This is people that have they're college cards. It's their college cards. So you got AP, TD.
That's pretty cool.
The last one is an instant impact rookie prospect, DJ Lagway. I don't know who this guy is, but kind of a cool looking card.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Nice insert.
Yeah, a little insert action here. Right,
I like those Grateful Dead looking inserts, man. Those are cool.
Let's take a look at the second pack here that JT called out. All right, let's see what we got. All right, the guy is near and dear to my heart. Actually, I flipped the back here. So let's go this rookie. Pretty good guy. Pretty not mad about the card. Brock Bowers.
Brock.
He's a decent tight end. I mean,
Georgia.
Yeah. Miles Cole, rookie card. Then we got a Reggie Wayne. Us Colts fans. Got love for him. Zay Flowers when he played for Boston College. And I got the silver that they talk about being in every box. Quinshawn Judkins, rookie card. I have no idea who that is.
Yeah. Quinshawn? Okay. The Silver Prism?
Silver Prism. So
right.
That was my 2 packs that see how we did here. That's it.
All right,
what
buddy.
You got, my friend? What you got?
Well, like I said, I got a Revolution 24-25. This is where the kabooms lie. So hoping for something good. Now we got packs we got in here.
Let's go back to NBA Jam. Let's get a boom shakalaka.
Well, yeah. Kaboom! Looks like we got 6 packs. There's only 4 cards each. Was that what you had too?
I had 5 cards.
5 cards. All right. Well, let's go ahead and let's open 3 of these then.
3 of these?
Balance it out.
You said you have 6?
6. Go ahead. Give me some numbers, buddy.
Let's keep it even, Steven. 2, 4, 6.
2. Numero cuatro.
Ooh, Espanol.
6. All right, let's do this. Let's go. Cracking packs. Kabooms, baby. That's all I want. I did open another one of these boxes earlier this week, just FYI. It did not pull a kaboom, of course. But these look a lot better than last year's. I had a big complaint about these last year's that you couldn't even read the freaking name of the guy on the card because it was such dark font. It's terrible. It was terrible. All right, pack 1. We are starting off with a LaMelo Ball.
Okay.
And these are all kind of foil-y. Like every single card's kind of hollow foil-ish, right? Cade Cunningham, as I just showed you. Got a new wave insert for Cody Williams, rookie card. Whoa, that's bright.
Yeah. Okay. That's a cool insert.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then last we got a Dame Lillard, just a base card. So, all right. Got me 1 rookie in there. I will add that to his slab of rookies that I've been collecting. I don't know if I told you, Bird, but I pretty much took a whole week, got all the rookie cards I had together from every set, and kind of put them all together. So basically, my office here was just scattered about with rookie cards, and I was just finding rookies, going through boxes. Oh, there's another rookie. And I basically took one of everything. If I had multiple, like, base cards or something, I'd just take one of them, right, and just leave it with that set. So basically, like, all my Stephon Castle cards are all together right now. So I got a whole bunch of those. All right, pack number, I think you said 4, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep.
C.
All right, we got a Chris Middleton, who I heard just got into, I think he accepted his player option or something. Washington's got to pay somebody, for crying out loud. I think it's going to be him. Chris Middleton. We've got a Legends card, Karl Malone.
Okay.
Scuzzball. I got another rookie. This is kind of a cool insert of Jamal Shed. I don't know if this is a rookie, but it's like an Astro, so it's got a different hollow pattern to it.
Okay. It's a cool looking card.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I do like their rookie cards and their inserts. And then we got a DeJounte Murray. This is kind of their base, just FYI.
Mm-hmm.
So,
right.
But you can see the names. You could read them this year.
That's
so
good.
much better.
That's
it
important.
was bad last year. I was not a fan of that at all.
Are you sure you didn't buy the Spanish version?
I couldn't tell because I couldn't read it. It might be in Spanish, for all I know. Mr. Kevin Durant.
That's right.
All right, pack number 6. What we got? We only got 4 cards left here, buddy. Oh my God, you speak it into existence, and there he lies, Mr. Kevin Durant.
There he is, the newest member of the.
What if I say kaboom in Spanish? Was that probably not going to work? Let's try. This is weird because the next card is another insert, but it's of Kevin Durant.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I just got
now
2 Kevin Durant cards in a row.
Kaboom, Kevin Durant.
If I got that, I might just fall out of my chair right here. My dog's gonna go crazy. All right, let's see what we got. Nope, we got a base Kristaps Porzingis, and last card, not a kaboom. A base card of Jason Tatum. Cool pose though. Looking all buff. Yeah,
I hope he comes back. I hope he comes back healthy when he gets done with the Achilles.
He should be. How much validity are you putting into this? People think it's the low top sneakers that's causing all of these Achilles injuries. I don't think it's the direct cause, right?
There's so
but I think
much.
there's something to it.
Yeah, there's something. The amount of Achilles injuries in both football and basketball have astronomically risen over the past 5 years,
especially in basketball.
And I'm not sure. Well, I mean, look at football. I mean, you got Aaron Rodgers. There was a couple other guys. Who else did their Achilles in football? I know there was a couple other big name guys that their Achilles popped on them, and it's just I've never heard of it until like 5 years ish.
Yeah.
No, maybe it's the COVID shot.
No, it's like, hey, could be that vaccine, man.
Directly affects the Achilles tendon. That was on the side effects, but they didn't tell you.
Yeah, so no real big hits today on Crack That Pack. Thanks to Greedy Goats for sponsoring Crack That Pack. Make sure you check out Greedy Goats. If you got a Solana address, drop it in the comments. Yes. Bird, you ready to get into the main topic, my friend?
I can't wait.
Oh, he can't wait.
I can't
wait so much.
I can.
Oh, he can, but he's not going to. So we're talking rookies today. The rookie chase. It's on, baby. Rookies have been always kind of highly sought after in the game. I wasn't kind of prevalent to actually knowing I needed a rookie card for it to be ultra valuable until I was done card collecting in my early years, I would say. Right?
Yeah,
I was just,
sure.
oh, hey, I got a Michael Jordan card. That's cool. Like, that was cool enough for me back then. But having a Michael Jordan rookie card would have changed my life.
Could have, definitely.
Yeah. So the big chase is it's early hype these days, right? It's all that early hype. The NIL has blown it kind of out of proportion, right? I mean, you can get rookie cards before they're rookies now with the Bowman first, things like that, right? People are hunting that Bowman first card because that's their first card. What do you think the NIL is doing to boost this whole rookie scene?
I mean, so for those of you who don't know what NIL is, that's name, image, and likeness. For years, college athletes have had their names, images, and likenesses used in video games and advertising and different things for their universities. But they never got paid for that. And they always said, well, you have a scholarship. That's what you're getting paid for. While they were raking in the money, those that were in charge at the colleges off these people's names, images, and likeness. So now they have to pay these folks for using those things. So they have social media following. They've got their own personal brand by the time they're, a star in college. By the time they're out of high school, even some of them have people looking at them. I've heard recently about a 14-year-old that got $1 million contract.
What?
Yeah, because they're that good. Could you imagine what LeBron would have had when he was in high school
Right.
in Akron? They would have been like, here's the keys to the kingdom. Take it all. Long as you stay with us.
How does a 14-year-old know what to do with $1 million?
You hope their parents help them along the way and don't steal their money from them. But
that's tough.
What
That's
are
a
you gonna
tough one.
do?
Well, the early exposure is leading to pre-rookie cards, college uniform releases, and cards dropping immediately after draft night. So, hey, you know who that number 1 overall pick is going to be this year. It's pretty cut and dry. It's Cooper Flagg, right?
Right.
I'm sure that you're going to see it. What is that? In a few days. That draft's happening in a few days here. So we're probably going to get, I can't remember the exact date, but it's coming up.
It's Wednesday, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, Wednesday,
I
Thursday.
guarantee you that Cooper Flagg card is going to be printed up. They're going to get it hot
within seconds.
Yep. Somebody's going to be there. They're going to snap a picture of them. They're going to send it to whoever they send it to. Start printing this, baby. I want 500 of these by the end of the night.
The ability to print cards now once something happens. I just saw one today. Pete Crow Armstrong with Sammy Sosa. Sosa was at the game, I want to say last Friday, maybe, and the card's already printed of them together.
That's crazy.
It's just there's a card printed of Kevin Durant finding out he was on the Rockets this weekend. It's him sitting on stage. There's a card printed, and it's probably a 1 of 1. Knowing how they do things, they're like, "Ha, come chase our card.
Yep.
Give us lots of money. You'll never find this because we're going to give it to breakers."
No,
but
yeah, I love how Topps, when they post some like a whole slew of 1 and 1 of 1s on their Instagram. I'm just like, dude, I'm glad you're posting this because I'll probably never ever see it otherwise, right?
Well, you and I were watching one the other day where I know we're getting off topic a little bit, but they opened one box and got 3 1 of 1s in it.
Right. Yeah, way to go. Nice sorting.
I promise those boxes are not stacked in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah,
they're like, you may get this card in 1 of 1,000 boxes. You got 3 in 1 though.
Yep. Which doesn't give us hope out here on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So just keep that in mind, Topps. Keep that in mind. Spread the wealth. We all want a little piece of the pie. We all want to be happy with what we're doing in this hobby.
I wanted to sell a $500,000 card to the owner of the Commanders.
Yeah, me too. Influencers and breakers are pushing rookie chaos, and I know that firsthand. I kind of got wrapped up in it when we were doing our research for the breakers episode we did. And if you missed that, go back and listen to it. Get you some insight on some breakers. But yeah, those guys heavily push rookies all day, man. And they get you hyped up. They know what they're doing out there. And I bought in. I will have to say I got, Brock Bowers, Ladd McConkey rookies right off of Whatnot. So there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely rookie heavy. I had a conversation today about how these guys that are rookies, their cards are astronomical in price and they've done nothing yet.
That's right.
Guys that are established players in the league that are incredible, their cards aren't worth nearly as much as these guys that have maybe done a year. Wemby was one of those that before he ever set foot on an NBA court, his cards were skyrocketing.
Right.
Yeah, it's the
viral attention, man. The viral attention creates instant demand for hot rookies.
It does.
Even before they prove anything on a field or a court.
I mean, you got to give it to the card companies for being brilliant in the limiting of numbering. That was a huge change to the game, if you will, when you limit the numbers to 1 of 1s, 1 of 5s, 1 of 10s, 1 of 25s, whatever. If there's a limited number of cards, it instantly inflates the price of that card.
And it should. And that's how, in my eyes, all refractors parallels should be limited. I think
they should too. I think they should, whether even like we've talked about before, even if it's 1 of 2,500 cards, if it's a refractor or some sort of weird variation, let's make it out of a certain amount so that it limits the amount of cards out there and you feel like you're getting something special, not just an insert.
Exactly. Because you could get a cool rainbow foil or something. There could be hundreds of millions out there. So you just diluted it with another base card, basically, is what you did. Increased access to retail and hobby parallels. It's easier than ever to rip rookie cards, Bird. Easier than ever. And there's a lot of them.
It is. And you have the access to your local card shop, of course, but places like Target and Walmart and Barnes and Noble and Walgreens and your mom's cousin's back of her van.
Did you say, I'm pretty sure you found some cards at Best Buy, or was that somebody else that told me that?
There are absolutely cards at Best Buy.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yep, definitely. So if you know where to look, GameStop, who jacks their prices up, I'm kind of irritated with them. But there's so many places to find cards now. They're everywhere. Somebody was telling me they had Pokemon at Rayleigh's the other day. Wow. I'm like, Rayleigh's? So, it's just a thing that's there, and you have so much access, just like everything now. We have the internet. You're like, oh, look, I can do this immediately. Ooh, gratification. It's just.
I like that. I'm clipping that, by the way.
Perfect. Nothing I love better than being on YouTube going,
oh, that was so good.
Yeah.
It's like, obviously, you get yourselves blaster hangers, mega boxes. They're all on the shelves there at your Targets and things like that. But hobby shops are probably better stocked for anything you could need. Make sure you go down to your local card shops. Those are who you really should be supporting. Wish I had a local one. It's nothing too close to me out here.
And I think definitely you are going to get the higher end product at your local card shop.
Seems
You're not
that
going
way,
to find
right?
those things in your Walmarts and Targets. And
no, I mean, you might, you could.
You might.
But it's
few and far
seldom.
between.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're better off going and supporting your local hobby shops and seeing if you can get something good there. Fanatics has also streamlined their distribution, for better or for worse. So,
right.
And when it comes to the rookies and the instant card that they're going to be putting out of Cooper Flag here next week, or even before that,
probably by Friday.
Streamlined, baby. Streamlined. Grading services are faster and more affordable. Well, this one is a little interesting to me, but I did see Bird did a little bit of research here. So
I did. I went in and
elaborate on this.
I went in today because
big chart here, buddy.
I knew we were talking this PSA and SGC and all the different sites. None of them are fast, if you will.
And honestly, do you want your grading to go fast? Do you want them to take their time and do a good job?
Well, I want them to do somewhere in between fast and taking 65 plus days.
It is your job.
It is. And
right.
it's one of those things where, SGC, for instance, they've gotten rid of their value submissions. So you don't send in bulk anymore. You have a declared value of your card and they charge you a standardized fee for it. I don't hate that necessarily. For instance, a card that's less than $1,500 in declared value, standard processing, 15 to 20 business days, $15 is what their website's posting. Now, if you send this card through your local card shop, which I know some have actually gotten rid of their SGC relationship because of the value, getting rid of it, you're going to save some money by submitting directly to them. If you go through your local card shop, you're going to pay a premium, just have them submit it for you, do the sending of the postage and receiving the card back. That's to be expected, and you have to be willing to do so.
You have to put in a little more work to save a little bit more money.
Exactly.
Basically,
if you want to save some money, you put in the work to save the money.
Exactly.
You trust that you're going to send it out properly.
You're
you
paying
trust
for convenience.
And you hope that the Postal Service or FedEx doesn't steal your cards on the way back. They have an immediate 1 to 2 business day turnaround. The prices are obviously higher. Is there a way we can put this up on the YouTube at some point?
Yeah, we'll throw it up on the YouTube.
Okay.
Make sure Bird gets me a
So
good
rather than
chart
going through all of it, just kind of give you guys an overview of what's out there. I'm just touching on it a little bit here. PSA has turnarounds are 65 days, basically, on anything value related. The people that are signed up as PSA Collectors Club members, where you pay a fee annually to be part of PSA's club or whatever, you're looking at prices just under $20, depending on, as long as you submit 20 cards or more.
It's got to
If
be
you're
a
gonna
bulk submission, right? To get the
if you're going to be a value submission, you're looking at $25. So that's your basic submission to PSA. It's $25 minimum if you submit it directly to them. If you go through a card shop, you're probably going to pay $30 to $35. That's just how it works. And they have a bunch of other prices, including premiums, which go anywhere from $999 to $10,000. And that's for cards that are $250,000 and up for declared value.
which neither of us own.
Unfortunately, yes, we have not acquired that card yet. When we do, I'm sure we will be showing you some really special cards here on the show.
One of these days, baby. One of these days. I can feel it.
Beckett's price is pretty good. Any sub $20 for their basic submission. You're going to wait 45 plus days for that. I don't like that they put plus. I think 45
leaving it open
days,
for interpretation.
Yeah. At 45 days plus, that could mean 100. I don't know.
It means whatever they want it to mean, Bert.
Let's assume typically you're going to receive your cards at 45 days. So, but there's a lot of
PSA, isn't it?
It is still faster than PSA.
So,
I like Beckett. I like the way they slab their cards. I like the subgrades when you know why you got the grade you got versus PSA where they just go, you got an 8. Well, why did I get an 8? Because we felt like it.
Can't you pay PSA for like a detailed report? You got to pay more though.
I'm not sure they actually have a detailed report.
I think they do, but I think you have to pay another premium on each card too, by the way, to do that, not just like a lump sum rate.
That could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when Beckett's giving you $17.95 to get subgrades, I'm feeling better about that cost than I am submitting to PSA for $25.
Right. Well, either or grading a rookie card is no longer just for high-end hits. Even $5 cards are getting graded and slabbed nowadays. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's your reason for flooding the market. I mean, it's bad enough we got all these other refractors that nobody knows how many numbers of those are out there, so they're getting those graded. At least if you had a good idea, maybe like serial numbered on every refractor, you know how many you were potentially going to grade of that card, and you can make do. So yeah, they're kind of playing catch up with this, and I think it'll get to there eventually. But
it shows the interest in the hobby right now, though. The hobby's bigger than it's been, I believe, ever.
Oh, for sure.
So
Slab rookie cards create market value, and even for base and low tiered parallels, they create a value there. This instant slab culture pushes even casual collectors into the grading game. So there you go. That's what making the hobby so much bigger. Now everybody's getting on this rookie train. I'm right in the caboose, baby. Whoop, whoop. Just some rookies you should be watching out for. If you're a card collector, these are the guys probably you might want to go back and see if you got their cards if you didn't know already. We'll start off with the NFL. Of course, Mr. Jayden Daniels, Heisman winner, grading leader right now, right? I think he's the grading leader. Is that just for football? Or is that for everybody?
That's for everybody.
For everybody. So Jayden Daniels,
guy.
He's the guy, man.
There's a lot of belief in him and what he's going to do with his career.
Hey, you make the NFC Championship your first year as a quarterback, that's definitely going to help. So Marvin Harrison Jr., I have quite a few of his rookie cards that I've got. Elite wide receiver with a strong name, by the way.
His pops was amazing. Skinny, though. His pops was skinny. Remember him? He was not a big man.
Yeah.
He was fast and he had great hands.
That's all that matters, man.
Mm-hmm.
We're just talking about Jose Altuve.
I'm not trying to badmouth him. I was just pointing out that he was not like, when you look like, he's not like your Megatron, Calvin Johnson, where he's just this huge beast of a man.
Right.
Still fast as heck and amazing, but just Marvin was a little bit on the thinner side. He was awesome, and he had no problem going across the middle if he needed to.
It's fine, man. He didn't spend a whole lot of time in the weight room. Didn't need to. We got Caleb Williams, of course, Bears quarterback, Drake May, Bo Nix, Ladd McConkey, Michael Penix Jr., Brock Bowers, just to name a few. And then, of course, I like to throw in Malik Neighbors because I just did get a pretty cool card of his. So I'm going to throw his name in there.
Max.
Yeah. In the NBA, Bronny James. Hype? Reality. Is this card worth holding on to? Because I got a lot of rookie cards of Bronny. That reaction right there doesn't make me feel too
I don't
good.
know what.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Maybe the kid becomes a superstar. He keeps working on his game. He keeps getting better. Maybe he's somebody that you do keep. I don't see it at this point.
At best, the dude's going to be a role player in the NBA, I feel like.
I think that, he could turn into a very good role player. I don't know.
That's right. Maybe let him stay in college a little longer, Bron.
Well, who knows? Let's see. Let's see what happens. It's too early to tell. It was his first year.
Yeah, the chase for last year. Sorry, I was trying to move on, Bird. Because
no, you're good, man. Sorry,
it's just Bronny. Victor Wembanyama. That was the chase last year for sure. I've got quite a few rookies of his. Even Slab one personally. Stephon Castle. That's kind of the chase this year with the Rookie of the Year honors. Zachary Richache. All-team first rookie, Alex Sarr, same thing. Zach Edey, same thing. And Jalen Wells. So those are your 5, I believe, first-team all-rookies. So those are probably your NBA guys you're going to want to chase. And then, of course, this year's Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg, man, that's going to be the chase of the year. Yeah. Who knows what he actually does? Does he play a lot? Is he a starter? Is he coming off the bench? You think that guy's going to start right away or what?
I think he's starting the second he can get on court.
You're probably right. That energy is going to be too much. Now, this isn't this is just kind of.
And he's good too.
Yeah. Here's a bonus card pull of the week, just right in the middle of our rookie segment. But it is a rookie, and I did pull a Cooper Flagg. It's just a base Bowman U, but it is the Bowman first.
Yeah.
So right there, I'm holding on to that. It's already sleeved, baby. Man, I'm already on the Cooper Flagg train right here. All right, so
can't win over here. I can't get a Cooper Flagg card anywhere.
No,
I hope I'm going to try though.
Well, that was your first college box, right?
That was my first college box, yeah. So at least I did football, and I got a couple good guys here, I think. So I'm okay. We'll see what's in the rest of the packs.
Okay. For the Major League Baseball, we got Jackson Holliday, Paul Skeens, of course. Paul Skeens is hot right now. Guy's finally getting some run support too. Good for him. Jacob Wilson. Jacob Wilson's the man. Probably one of my newest favorite players. I do have this I want to share. We'll throw it up on the YouTube. There was a Jacob Wilson card that was purchased or that was sold on 11/20 of 2024. Now it is a graded. What do we got here? It is a graded 2023
prospect.
Bowman Draft first Chrome Prospect AU Orange Auto, which is AU for those who didn't know. But this card, really cool. Like you should be looking at it now if you're on YouTube. Sold for $1,355 back in November of 2024. Just sold on 6/8/2025 for $18,198. Wow.
Yeah, and we both seen him play live and in person. He's
the real
everything you'd expect him to be. He's hitting over 300, as a rookie.
There's a reason he's leading the All-Star votes in shortstops right now.
Yeah, he's ridiculously good. I think I've read that he has one of the highest batting averages through whatever many games they played, 74 or whatever we're at, out of anybody in history. So pretty cool.
Good,
before you move off of MLB, though, that was my surprise for you. Is ESPN today put a news article out about a redraft of the 2015 to 2024 baseball. So every they did the top 10 players for each year for baseball. They redrafted on what they believe is the best player to the 10th best player.
Okay.
And it was absolutely fascinating to me. We talk about all the time, you never know which rookie is going to be the superstar. You go,
Sure.
Well, there's a top prospect, Well, I can tell you on this list from 2015 to 2024, there are about 4 guys that were drafted number 1 on this list in their top 10 for their year.
Yeah, Dude, I don't take much stock in the baseball draft.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you look at it. I mean,
At least
things
where
like
slots are. Where
2018, Tariq Skubal was drafted 255th overall. They redrafted him as the number 1 pick that year.
Of course.
You do have some, guys like Alex Bregman that was drafted number 2. They would have moved him to number 1, right? So there's definitely some 2s. Bobby Witt Jr. was the 2. Paul Skeens is the only number 1 drafted between those years that would have stayed number 1. Only guy.
Wow.
Now, seems like they figured it out this last couple of years, 23, 24. A lot of guys right in the 1 to 30 range were in their list. But if you go back, 2021, James Wood, who's everybody knows who James Wood is in the Nationals, he was drafted 62nd overall.
Right.
You've got Jackson Merrill was 27. You got guys in the 100s, the 200s that are in these top 10 lists.
Yeah,
you just never know.
Baseball, the draft is so long. People don't take much stock into the baseball draft. I don't anyway. Like especially if I'm card collecting. I'm gonna wait and sure you can get a Bowman first to somebody. Like who did I get this guy over here? It's supposed to be a really good prospect. Conrad something or other. I'm gonna knock all this crap over trying to grab this. Oh, Charlie Condone, right? I got his Bowman first too,
right?
In the Chrome.
Yeah.
So, this guy's supposed to be like the number 1 prospect right now, man. Like if you Google like what prospects to collect in Bowman 2025, that's probably your best bet. Especially if you're not a person that stays up on the MLB draft, like most of us aren't, because it's just too long and there's too many players and some players come out of high school.
He was drafted 3 overall in the 2024. ESPN re-ranked him as the 10th.
10th? Interesting. Well, we'll see what the guy does.
But truth is that is not a big fall for these guys for baseball.
No, in
baseball. From 3 to 10, it's like, and it's really early too. So down the road, maybe he ends up going back up that list. But now, they put him at 10th versus 3rd because I think there's
that's pretty interesting.
Guys. But I thought it was very interesting to see how different it is like the NBA, where NBA is like, you're not a top 10 pick. You're basically not going to play in the league most of the time. Not always, but
lately it hasn't really been that way, man. You think about it, like players like Jokic, way down in the draft. Tyrese Halliburton was a 12th pick. Sure, he's still in lottery, but that's pretty far down. There are the outliers, even number 1 picks, dude, fall off the face of the earth. Greg Oden, Anthony Bennett. Fultz. I could go on and on, right?
Right.
Not many number 1 picks are worth that number 1 pick. Guy like Anthony Edwards absolutely is.
Right.
But there hasn't been a whole lot of those. I'm just saying.
A lot of misses.
Right. Back to the rookie talk here, which I guess we were kind of in.
Yeah.
Women's sports. Women's sports is coming up. We got players like Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Paige Beckers, and Rakea Jackson. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Caitlin's just, ruining all our PSA return times. Thanks, Caitlin.
She's also ruining everybody's ankles by crossing them over and shooting threes.
Yeah, she's badass, man. She's so good.
Pretty fun to watch.
Yes. The only girl I want to watch in the WNBA, I swear. And I guarantee you 99% of the people with the eyes on it right now are the same way. And the money doesn't lie about what they're making with her playing. How about investment versus collecting? Give me kind of the short-term flips versus the long-term holds, Bird. What you got on that, my man?
I think you've got to. I think it's hard to long-term stuff now, particularly with the amount of injuries that I'm seeing in the different leagues. Not so much baseball, unless they're a pitcher, then I'm kind of questioning whether I want to keep that card long-term. But in football, basketball, you're seeing all these injuries. You're seeing these guys have issues early in their careers. Even Victor Wembanyama, I know blood clots is kind of an obscure, weird injury, but it's an injury nonetheless. And if it's something that persists, it may, shorten his career. And
which I hear is even worse for bigger people.
Correct.
Or taller people, I guess I should say.
Tall people, big people definitely have more physical ailments than your standard size guy. I mean, even if you're talking a guy that's 6'5", doesn't have as many ailments naturally as a guy that's 7 foot. or 6'11".
Right.
It's definitely harder on the body. It's harder on the heart to pump blood. It's harder. There's a lot of different things that they have to deal with. But I would say a lot of short-term flips may be the way if you're really trying to make money in the hobby, because you want to strike while the iron's hot. And you remember when we had Chase on the show, we were talking about that, and he was saying, yeah, man, you got to just get it, flip it, and get it out while it's still hot. Yes, you may not hit it at its peak, but you're also not going to hit it at its valley.
Right.
So,
It's a good way to look at it.
If
I
they're
like that.
generational, Tom Brady, something like that, where it's always going to have value.
I need more geographical innuendos from you.
More geographical innuendos?
Yeah, I can understand those a lot. I like geography. What can I say? I'm a nerd like that. What about the risk of base rookie cards over printing?
I think you get a lot of base rookie stuff. I mean, it's just kind of how it works.
Absolutely. I was doing my little card sorting here. I couldn't tell you how many hoops rookie cards I had, just multiples of. I mean,
I'm staring at a Jayden Daniels rookie card right in front of me right now that I pulled earlier in the week. And
just a base card?
Yeah, it's just a base card.
Is that the signature series?
Yeah, it's the signature series.
Okay.
But I was still stoked to get a base card of Jayden Daniels because it's Jayden Daniels.
Exactly.
Regardless if I...
But all you need is that one.
Right. I don't need a bunch, but
right.
I am stoked that I got the card.
Yeah, I'd rather have that Phoenix Fire Jayden Daniels. Maybe I will get it because we still got those packs to open, Berg.
I know.
And I think I've timed this out. So I looked at the NFL schedule. It's getting a little off topic, but who cares? It's our show.
Yeah.
I looked at the NFL schedule. First game, I believe, was on September 8th.
Sure.
Or 4th. One of the two. Something like that. Yeah. But basically, if I start opening these basically 2 packs a show at the start of August, we will be at football season. So that's the plan. If I can hold on to this box for another month here, about a month, maybe a little longer than a month, we should be cracking Phoenix football with an auto somewhere in there. And I think there's still a memorabilia in there as well. I don't think I pulled that either. So we should have some pretty good pulls. And then we'll be at football season, baby. We can get it going. That's right. I
love it. Let's go. I'm here for it.
How about the hobby only versus retail pull strategy?
In theory, you're going to get better cards out of the hobby boxes. You're going to pay a lot more for the hobby boxes. We're speaking of Phoenix football, I've done really well out of the retail blaster box.
Amen.
I bought a mega box and I got jack crap out of it. So I'm like, maybe I should stick with the retail boxes.
See, I'm the exact opposite. I've actually done well on both. Maybe that's why Phoenix kind of has my heart at the moment, because I've yet to be let down by a Phoenix blaster or mega box.
Yeah.
So it's just, I guess it's how you look at it.
Yeah.
But I think that's
what's your budget too?
Yeah. What's your budget?
What's your budget?
That's a good call, bro. Good call.
Yeah.
If you're a kid, you're mowing lawns, go get a blaster box, kid. Be happy with what you got.
Or save your money up and buy a hobby and hope you strike it well. You get that Paul Skeens 1-of-1 like the kid in Pittsburgh got. Or they were like, hey, here's $2 million.
One of the two.
Yeah.
Grading rookie cards early, pros versus cons.
I think getting grading early
kind of brings it back to that short-term, long-term thing, right?
Yeah, and it's one of those things where if you can get it graded early, if you get it when the stuff first comes out, and you create what we all know as low population cards, or even you have the only PSA 10 or Beckett Pristine 10, then you're sitting there going, oh, okay, well, watch this. Now the price goes through the roof because I have the only one. As opposed to if you wait and you get your card graded and you say, oh, I've got one of 1,000 PSA 10s of this card. Well, guess what? The value is going to be lower.
Right.
But you also have to send your card in immediately and pray that 65 days goes by really, really fast. And every breaker in America hasn't sent off the same card.
Which is highly unlikely. Especially if you're sending in a base card to get graded, people. So
just fly it down to PSA down in Pasadena and just have them, go ahead and grade it for you. It's only like $1,500.
LA's a really great place to be right now, isn't it?
Probably not.
Probably not. Well, that brings us to the end of our rookie talk for the day. Bottom line, rookies are where it's at. The RC badge chase is on, people. So go collect those rookies. Get as much as you can. One of them's got to pop eventually, and you might be really happy you collected all those cards. And that's kind of what I'm waiting for, Bird. Let's see in another 6 years if any of those are worth anything. But right now, we are going to get into what we got in our stack. So, Bird, grab your stuff. Let's go.
Woo.
And now, time for What You Got in the Stack.
I swear I could leave that beat on all day. I love that one. It's time for What You Got in the Stack. Bird, my stack is actually up on my little rack that I built here. I don't know if you can see it. I kind of wanted to showcase it, but my mic's in the way.
It's back there in the.
Yeah, let me move my mic a little bit.
I was blinded by the light. I'm
going to have to move that, I think, back over here on that shelf where all my A stuff is so you can see it. Or maybe just raise it up a little bit. I don't know. I'm still working out the background here. But basically, I built a little shelf for all my graded cards, and I got a LED light all hooked up to it. So I think it looks really cool.
I think it's a win.
I think it's a win, too. But what I'm sharing in my stack is over there. So if you want to go ahead, buddy, let me see what you got in your stack today.
All right. Well, I finally got my hands on some Series 2 this weekend down in Merced, like I was talking about earlier. And, the stack's a little light this week. I'm not going to lie. But I did get this Kobe Mayo, stars of the MLB.
I like him.
I'm not mad about getting a Kobe Mayo, even though it's kind of an insert, kind of a base insert, if you will. Yeah. I also got this Wyatt Langford Summer Superstars, which is a kind of a cool, young guy,
cool.
Up and comer. So that's part of that. That's part of that
now,
set.
Do those? So I've never seen any, and maybe I'm just not the lucky guy. But do those stars of the MLB come in any other forms, any other parallels of those?
I thought they did, but I've never seen a different format of them in the time that I collected Series 1. You and I were both going through there. I didn't really see anything about it.
I've got so many stars of the MLB for Series 1s.
And probably my favorite base rookie card that I got was the Hiroki Sasaki rookie there for the Dodgers.
Nice.
So that was kind of the three out of that two not blast boxes, hanger boxes that I bought of Series 2. Okay. Those are my three favorites out of the group.
Okay.
There were some other good players, but not necessarily rookie level.
So I got some rookie pulls, I guess they were some pulls, but they're now in my stack. That's not what I'm sharing on Card Pull of the Week because these are so cool that they're now in the stack. So, but if you want to go check out our card pull videos, make sure you head over to our YouTube page. We're doing a lot of card openings videos for you. Bird's got the Magic the Gathering handled Pokemon. Hope one of these days he'll break some sports cards. I know he will. I know he likes them. One of these days. But basically, if you check out some videos that I did, you'll see a couple of these cards. I did break this in a, what was this one? What is this from? I think this is from the Bowman baseball. This was actually not out of that mega box, but a blaster. And it is James Wood.
Rockstar.
It's James Wood.
Is it? No, I know it's James Wood, but what is the thing?
It's a Rockstar rookies insert.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the glare on the screen was taking away the rookies.
Yeah, I got this light right up here.
I know.
And I try to hold it so you can see it. But yeah, it's really cool. It's I believe it's a silver parallel of it. So, dude, I'm digging these Bowman cards. I really like them. Another rookie I got in my stack was something else from. Now, this wasn't from a video, actually, because I didn't open an Optic, but it's for Optic. It's Malik Neighbors. Green, rated rookie, Optic.
Green laser.
Yep. Sharks with freaking laser beams, man. And then lastly, one of my prized possessions. This is graded by Arena Club, and it's my guy, man. It's my guy, Mr. Keegan Murray, the 9.5.
Keegan
Murray.
That's
my
right.
guy, Keegan Murray, on the Optic Donruss 9.5. And the cool thing about Arena Club, though, which I haven't been seeing some good stuff on it, and we might have to get into that in another episode.
Mm-hmm.
but they do subgrades on the back.
That is nice.
Which is nice, right? Yeah, you at least know what's going on with your card. I really wish PSA would just jump on the train and just start doing it, man. Just do it.
Like you said earlier, I'm sure they have an extra fee for it because everything's got an extra fee.
Of course they have an extra fee for it, dude. It's PSA. Like right? I swear, they're like the hot girlfriend that they just know can take advantage of you, right? And like no amount of red flag is ever going to turn your back. You're like, oh, well, look at those chesticles. Oh. So I'm trying to keep it clean here. That was about as clean as I can go with it, too, by the way.
Chesticles. Okay, sure. I like it. We should clip that, too.
That was good. All right, let's get into our card pulls of the week before we say something we might regret here.
Oh, we're beyond regret.
And now it's time for Card Pull of the Week.
All right, Birdman. I've got kind of a stack for my card pulls of the week because I've been really impressed with this Bowman Mega Box I got. Really impressed. And that's why I'm trying to give one away to these people.
I've just got one. So
you only got one.
Just to get it out of the way so I can enjoy it's the card pull of the week. Singular card.
So I got to pick one of these?
I mean, you don't have to, but, for prosperity's sake, maybe.
How about I pick two? Because I got like six here, bro.
So I'll call you number 2.
All right, we're going to go with 2.
All right. Now Austin Powers the death out of this show. So sharks with lasers. Right. Okay.
You go first.
I got one, and this was out of the signature series that may or may not have been opened just with me and Joe watching. It was good. It's exciting. But I pulled this guy, and he is probably one of my favorite football players of all time. He's not a rookie, but it is a Peyton Manning StarCast card, and it is see-through, and I think that is awesome.
That's cool.
So,
what is that from? Is that from that?
That's from Signature Series.
Or the Signature? Signature. That's right.
Top Signature.
I do really like the inserts in those, but I'm not a big fan of the base cards. I don't really like how they put the
I don't love the base cards either.
Yeah, I don't like how they put the position all huge on there. It feels lazy. It just feels lazy to me. Get your stuff together. All right. My card pulls of the week were from the Bowman Mega Box. Now, in the Bowman Mega Box, you get 2. Let's see here. I got the unopened one right here. This is the one we're giving away, folks. We will be announcing that here pretty soon, so stay tuned. This is the Bowman Mega Box. It's the same one I opened and got these cards from. Now, there are 4 10-card packs, right? And then you get 2 exclusive 5-card Chrome Mega Packs. So there's 10 basically of these cards I'm about to share, which I pulled all good, real good players, dude. They were all like Ronald Acuna, Mike Trout. They were all great players that I pulled out of there. These are the best ones out of them. All right. So number 1, another guy, same guy, James Wood. So those are those refractors, man, from the Mega Box that you're gonna get if you win. You're going to get 10 of these. So James Wood, rookie card.
Drafted 62nd.
62nd.
Overall,
see, don't take stock in baseball drafts, people. Just don't do it.
Ranked number 1 by ESPN on the redraft.
Right? Use your eyeballs. And then this guy is I think he's like a top 5 prospect right now for the Arizona Diamondbacks. I believe he's not. I don't know if he's in the majors yet, but it's a Bowman first of his. And it is that same refractor of Slade Caldwell. Now, this guy, he's supposed to be one of the up-and-coming guys, man. He's supposed to be one of the guys. So this was a really cool hit on a Bowman first. That's what you're looking for, the first, because it's his very first card. They wouldn't put that on there if not, right?
He was an honorable mention in the 2024 list. So they gave you the top 10 on these things, and then they gave you an honorable mention set. And he was the number 1 honorable mention
for what year?
2024 drafts. 2024.
2024. So he was drafted last year.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got plenty of time to see this guy unfold and become a stud. And then they'll do that redraft again in 10 years, and he'll be sitting at number 1. That's right. Well, Bert, it is time to give away our Bowman 2025 Baseball Mega Box. Now, There's a lot of entries. We thank each and every one of you. If you actually listen to the whole show up to this point, we really thank you. Yes, you are awesome. And to all of our new listeners, welcome. Hopefully we've entertained you enough to stick around for the next episode. That's our plan. We're good. Trust me. We're going to be giving away more boxes of stuff here in the future, of course. But this is our very first giveaway, Bowman Mega Box 2025. Okay. Now, some of you did not follow the rules. If you watched the video, I said to comment Mega Box in all caps down below and subscribe. Okay, I got a lot more comments than subscriptions, I would have to say. So I made a list of all you guys. We're randomly picking here. I've assigned everybody who did both of those things a number. Bird is going to choose a number. So he doesn't know this list. He's never seen it. I don't even think he saw the comments on there. So It's all good. We'll get Bird on there eventually.
I was at a wedding.
He was at a wedding. He was busy. Life problems.
Right.
Okay. Bird, I need a number between 10 and 16. Okay. I had a lot of entries. But that was only the amount of people who did both. So next time, you guys are going to get it right. If you're already subscribed, I'm going to know. You're on the subscription list. Yeah. Give me a number 10 through 16, sir. What do you got? Drum roll.
Man. So,
what in God's holy name are you blathering about?
I'm going to blabber about a number. But here's the deal. I don't have a number that I typically pick between 10 and 16.
Exactly.
However,
that's why I did these numbers. Just FYI.
However, my wife absolutely loves and wins with this number, particularly in roulette, is the number 16.
16.
Yes.
We have a winner, folks. And this is a guy who submitted his name twice. I see what you're doing out there, buddy. I see you working. Good job. It's all right. I only put you down for one entry, even though you put it in twice. And he is a subscriber. Well done. Congratulations to Mr. Chuck Bob 1978. Chuck Bob, you've won yourself a Bowman Mega Box. I'll hit you up on the DM, get your information. I'll shoot this out to you as soon as humanly possible. Well done, buddy. Thanks for commenting on our video. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. You did all the things necessary to win this, and you've sure earned it, sir. So thank you very much, Chuck Bob. Chuck Bob, that's our guy. So stay tuned. We'll be giving away some more boxes here coming up soon. Greedy Goats, what do you think about that? That's good.
It's a win.
It's a win, baby. Chuck Bob, thank you, sir. Hey, remember to follow us on YouTube. That's the best place on our shorts where we're going to be doing these giveaways. So make sure you head over there, give us a follow. That's what we want. Instagram, Bird. We got to start putting these on Instagram too. We got to do an Instagram only giveaway somehow.
Oh, I like it. I like it. Let's get
we'll do the same thing. Make them subscribe. Maybe they can follow the rules this time. Maybe not.
It'll be good.
Yeah, it would be good if they followed the rules, right?
I would. That'd be great. We could have somebody, comment something interesting.
I know, right? That's all we want.
Yeah.
Well, hey, thanks for hanging out with us today on Cards on Blast, episode number 12. If you made it this far, we seriously appreciate everything you do for us. You're listening, your time, you're invested in. Dude, that's awesome. Bird, where can they find us, brother?
Well, as aforementioned, YouTube, Instagram, of course. We're also on X, but we don't post as much as we probably should there. And Apple Music, Amazon Music, and Spotify is where you can find these two guys giving you the best of the best in card collecting.
Absolutely. So hopefully you come back next week. We'll be here. Same bat time, same bat channel. Funny. I know. That's funny.
Hey, just keep recording, buddy. Just keep recording.
That's right. We'll be coming at you with more card pack openings. If you want to see other content, let us know. You want to know about us and our daily lives, we'll give you a little peek behind the scenes if you want. Trust me, it's not that exciting. This is the most exciting part of our lives, so we're already out there. But hey, from JT, from the Bird, thanks for hanging out at Cards on Blast. We will see you next week.
Always a pleasure. Bye, everybody.
Okay. All right. No, seriously, I think I'm done. Ooh, I think we're done. I think that's good. You finished?
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over. What the f*** are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?